Pay gap between male and female doctors gets wider and wider. Newly trained female doctors in the United States make nearly $17,000 less than their male counterparts, even though women increasingly are choosing careers in higher-paying medical specialties, U.S. researchers said on Thursday. They said there has been a widening gender gap in starting salaries for female doctors, rising from a difference of $3,600 in 1999 to $16,819 in 2008. A study by the University of Minnesota's Humphrey Institute of Public Affairs and the Women's Foundation of Minnesota found that women earn 76 cents for every dollar a man makes.
I was so elated that it passed. And I know one conversation when he called me, he said, I have good news and bad news. The bill passed, but it will never help you. I said, that's the best news I think I've ever heard.
Now, Lilly Ledbetter did not set out to be a trailblazer or a household name. She was just a good hard worker who did her job, and she did it well for nearly 2 decades before discovering that for years she was paid less than her male colleagues for doing the very same work. Over the course of her career, she lost more than $200,000 in salary and even more in pension and Social Security benefits, losses that she still feels today. Now, Lilly could have accepted her lot and moved on. She could have decided that it wasn't worth the hassle and the harassment that would inevitably come with speaking up for what she deserved. But instead, she decided that there was a principle at stake, something worth fighting for. So she set out on a journey that would take more than 10 years, take her all the way to the Supreme Court of the United States, and lead to this day and this bill which will help others get the justice that she was denied. Because while this bill bears her name, Lilly knows that this story isn't just about her. It's the story of women across this country still earning just 78 cents for every dollar men earn. Women of color even less. Which means that today, in the year 2009, countless women are still losing thousands of dollars in salary, income, and retirement savings over the course of a lifetime. Now, equal pay is by no means just a women's issue. It's a family issue.
Yesterday, the Senate killed the Paycheck Fairness Act. This was a measure designed to strengthen the enforcement of women's rights to equal pay. The act would have made it a federal crime for an employer to fire or punish any workers who share information about their wages and benefits. But the Senate voted 58-41, pushing away the idea or any chance of senators even having a discussion about the issue.
Archie, the next step is to get them to pay me like a fella.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, they're putting me on regular next week, but they're paying me less than they paid the man who used to run the forklift.
Oh, well, come on, Irene. After all, it's a well-known fact. Men are worth more than women.
Now, ma'am, I don't know who printed your shirt, but here's the microphone, and you can explain. You have the view that you have, and I'd be glad to respond to a question.
Thank you. I was wondering, Senator McCain, why you had the opportunity to vote to give equal rights to women, equal pay. Okay. I was wondering why you didn't show up to vote, and you said that if you did, you wouldn't support it.
I think you're referring to a vote recently that would allow, which would have eliminated the statute of limitations on lawsuits for charges or allegations or of discrimination. I think that if you eliminate the statute of limitations and make it unending, then you may be violating the rights of the individual who's being sued as well, whether they be a man or a woman.
We know that the President Bush was a C student at Yale. So do you remember your GPA at
school? My GPA earned me 5th from the bottom of my class at the Naval Academy status. So I can assure you, on today's standards, it would be barely passing.
And in the Bible it says, God made man in his own image. He made women after, from a rib, cheaper cut.